Even though this video is about HvH, I'm actually not going to talk much about HvH servers. Despite some people impersonating me on those servers, I've never actually played on them. I just never found community servers fun or interesting. There are no stakes and people just play for KD. No one actually cares about winning or losing rounds. They just care about their KD and to get media. People can just reset their KD anyways, which makes it even more pointless. There's no tension or stress either. Everyone has max money every round, so there's no penalty to losing a round or not. Now, let's talk about where HvH really matters: matchmaking. So in MM or Premier, HvH is basically just rage. There's no Overwatch, so you can do anything you want. The only fear is griefing reports. CS2 HvH is just no spread bunny hopping across the entire map. And then we introduced Magic Bullet. As cool as Magic Bullet is, it's the worst thing ever for HvH. There's no counter to it. Thankfully, it only really works on Ancient. So basically, if you're on CT, you can just stay AFK the entire game and none of the terrorists will be able to leave their spawn. If you thought sitting in one ways and fake ducking was bad enough, Magic Bullet on Ancient makes that look like the most exciting thing ever. As for the rest of the maps, HvH is pretty ping dependent. You can play around that since Peeker's advantage is huge in CS2, but as of now, it seems fairly RNG based. Everyone uses Never Lose, and the config settings are fairly basic. You can't use anti-aim or anything, and everyone will just turn on no spread. So it's not like it's even config or cheat based either. Just jump around and hope you shoot first. Now, let's talk about HvH and CSGO. CSGO definitely had its own issues before, including double tap and crimlock. But let's forget all that, and focus on the main difference between HvH and CS2 and HvH and CSGO, and that's Overwatch being gone. Before Overwatch got officially removed in March, it was already dead for years. Sadly, HvH just became full rage. Overwatch being gone is what killed semi-rage, and semi was far more fun than full rage. Semi-rage required a lot of strategy. You needed a brain, you needed to look like a good player, and, of course, the adrenaline knowing that you're risking your account just for a win. Were you willing to cheat harder and potentially lose your account? Or will you take the L? There was so much skill that went into true semi-rage. It didn't matter which cheat someone had, or even if they were more blatant. You could still win if you played your cards right. Obviously, there were some cases where you couldn't win because they were just too blatant. You could always spin to win, but say goodbye to your account. You could also spin to lose, and that was pretty embarrassing. All of this is what made semi-rage great, but it's long gone. So which is more fun, HvH and CSGO or HvH and CS2? I would say there really is no contest. The only positive CS2 has is no spread, but once that gets patched, it'll have nothing. The golden age of HvH is definitely behind us. Most people would say that peak HvH was during the fake angles day, and I would agree. When fake angles were patched, HvH definitely took a big hit. Desync just never felt the same, and it was just the worst experience for everyone. It's no surprise why legacy servers were much more alive even to this day. I asked the complete no-name which was the best year for HvH, and he said 2016. I also made a poll to see what others thought, and I'm kinda surprised that 2018 and 2019 won. For me, I would say the most fun year was actually 2020. That's really the year the community seemed the most active and interesting. Everyone was around, and there were so many different 5-stacks queuing up every day. Maybe one day it'll be good again.